competitions, college impact chapters, panel discussions, and collaborations across 2,500 plus colleges, engaging over 135,000 plus students. But this story isn't about us. It's about a generation choosing to show up for India. When young people find purpose and community, they don't just participate in growth, they lead it. The Nation Building Conclave 2026 is our effort to deepen this shift by bringing together leaders, institutions, media, and youth to engage in conversations that truly matter. So today, we will host four powerful panels on balancing career, cause, and country, India's economic trajectory, youth and digital public infrastructure, and reimagining healthcare. We hope this conclave is not just about listening, but participation, questioning, and gaining clarity on what it truly means to build a career rooted in purpose and national progress. Once again, I welcome you all to the Nation Building Conclave 2026. Before we move ahead, I would like to give a walkthrough of today's schedule. The conclave features four one-hour panel discussions with short transition breaks and a 10-minute audience engagement segment in each. We begin with panel 1, The New Indian Dream, Balancing Career, Cause and Country. After a short break, panel 2 will run on The Big Shift, Is India Entering Its Global Economic Era, examining India's economic momentum and what it means for the next generation. The panel 3 will follow on role of youth in enhancing India's stack and AI, Digital India, inclusive tech innovation, where we will discuss how young minds are shaping India's digital public infrastructure and emerging technologies. We then break for lunch. After lunch, we will reconvene at 2:45 p.m. for our final discussion on reimagining healthcare for young India, longevity, lifestyle, and preventive care, focusing on the future of well-being in a rapidly evolving society. Following the final session, there will be time to interact with our panelists, connect with fellow students, and engage with the organizing team post we conclude the day with the closing remarks. Now, before we begin, a few quick requests to all of our participants. Please adhere to the schedule so that discussions remain smooth and meaningful. Keep your phones on silent and avoid conversations during panels. Try to minimize movement to avoid disturbing the sessions. Also, please scan the QR on the back of your ID cards to submit your questions for the panelists. And if you need any help, our organizing team is available throughout the venue, so feel free to reach out. Thank you all for your cooperation. Now, to take this conversation forward, I am pleased to invite our moderator for this session. Everyone, please put your hands together and welcome Ms. Sikta Dio. Ms. Sikta Dio is a distinguished Indian news anchor and television journalist with nearly 3 decades of experience across prime-time anchoring, field reporting, and editorial leadership. Currently a contributing editor and senior anchor at NDTV, she leads flagship shows and high-impact on-ground editorial assignments with rare authority and credibility. Her reporting spans India's defining moments, from elections and national crisis to conflict and climate storytelling. She is widely respected for calm, people-first journalism that combines sharp editorial judgment with powerful long-format storytelling. Ma'am, we are truly delighted to have you here with us today. Come on, everyone, let's all applaud for her and welcome her. And now, initiating our first panel on the New Indian Dream, it is my pleasure to introduce our esteemed panelists for this. I would like to welcome Ms. Ira Singhal, IAS Deputy Secretary, Department of School Education and Literacy, Ministry of Education. She is an IAS officer, 2015 batch, currently serving as Deputy Secretary in the Department of School Education and Literacy, Ministry of Education, Government of India. Her work spans governance, education policy, social welfare, urban administration, and public service delivery. She has contributed to election management and voter inclusion as OSD to the Chief Electoral Officer, Arunachal Pradesh, and in earlier field roles, including as SDM in Delhi, she supported rescue and rehabilitation of over 300 children and bonded laborers. Let us all welcome her with a huge round of applause, everyone. Joining her as an honorable panelist is Major General Ashok Narula from the Indian Army. I would request Sir to please join us on the stage and welcome him with a huge round of applause. He is a distinguished veteran of the Indian Army with nearly 4 decades of service and has held several key command appointments across sensitive postings. At Army headquarters, he served as the Army's senior spokesperson and led international defense cooperation initiatives involving 18 countries. Following his retirement, he served with the Embassy of India in Yangon, Myanmar until the age of 60. He has also been a visiting faculty at Geneva Business School and in the recent years has contributed as an independent director and strategic advisor to multiple organizations. He currently serves as a full-time advisor to a specialty steel and alloy steel company. We welcome you, sir, with a huge round of applause, and we are truly delighted to have your presence with us here today. Lastly, as an honorable guest for today's panel discussion, we have Mr. Gaurav Mehta, Joint CEO, School of Ultimate Leadership. He is the Joint CEO of the School of Ultimate Leadership, which is a leadership institution nurturing authentic leaders committed to public good. A former Commodore in the Indian Navy, he brings over 3 decades of experience across high-stakes operations, institution building, public roles, and leadership deployment. An alumnus of the United States Naval War College, King's College London, Mumbai University, and the Cochin University of Science and Technology, he combines strategic depth with operational excellence, shaping leadership execution and mission-driven growth at Seoul. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. It is truly a delight for us to have you here with us today. And now we will begin with the panel discussion. So I would request the moderator, Sikta Dio ma'am, to please take over.
Thank you so much, and a very warm welcome to our panelists, and good morning to all of you. Today, we explore the panel is here to talk about the new Indian dream, which is balancing career, cause, and a country. For India's youth, success these days, as we all know, all youngsters here, it is not about jobs and salaries. It is also about a purpose, making an impact, and making that difference in the society. So that's how we are navigating our job markets these days, our industries these days, and this is what we would like to understand from our panelists. How have they done their personal journeys can motivate all of you. So, but can personal ambition and nation building go hand in hand and go together is a big question, and that's what we are going to look at today. How do we navigate these choices is another thing, and these youngsters want your guidance for that. So, Ms. Singhal, if we start with you, um,
Good
the
morning.
big questions later, but
Yes.
I would like to start with all three personal journeys of yours. I wanted to know, looking back right now, after a successful career, how did you balance your personal ambition and the society contributions at key decision making points? Was it always easy, or there were some tough times too?
So actually, thank you for the question and thank you for having us here. But actually, in my case, my personal ambition was contributing to nation building. So that was easy. I did work in the corporate sector and I had a very cushiony job, regular, high profile, high salary jobs. And that is when I realized that my personal ambition, for my own emotional satisfaction, I needed to be in a career which was about nation building. So for me, it was a choice to switch. And I think that becomes easy, right? If your whole ambition is that, can I contribute to the country? Can I make a difference? Can I do something to take my society forward? So for me, that bit was easy.
The alignment was easy for you, but
Yes.
is it really easy for youngsters here?
Uh, you know what? I don't think they're at odds. I honestly don't think the two things are contrary to each other. Because if you are doing well in your career, you are a part of the country. If you are doing well for yourself, then as an Indian, wherever you are in the world, though we would want you to be in India doing, achieving your dreams here. But if you're doing that, India is made up of each one of us. And India develops when each one of us is developed. It's not about a land, it's about the people. So when each one of you feels developed, each person feels that their personal ambitions are being fulfilled, I think that's when the country is developing. Because that's exactly what we want to do. We want every single citizen to be developed, to feel developed, to achieve their levels of
Right.
success. So it's not contrary, it's actually complementary.
They go hand in hand. That's what this single is saying. Now, Major General Narula, from military service to diplomacy, uh, we really need to know, where did your personal goals and national commitment naturally reinforce each other, and where did you have difficult choices if you really had?
Morning, everybody. Thank you very much for the question. Actually, for us, the life has been, means from my generation, I'm speaking of the periods of 80s and 70s and 80s. That time there was, everybody had only limited choices of, say, डॉक्टर बन गया, इंजीनियर बन गया, सिविल सर्विसेज ज्वाइन कर ली, या उसके बाद में इस डिफेंस फोर्सेस हो गया. For me, it was a different journey by itself. I'm from a village next door to Gurgaon. I appeared for Sainik School, somehow passed, and then I joined the Sainik School. Now, at 9 years of age, I started wearing uniform and started doing PT parade. So that kind of a discipline started getting ingrained into it. The nation building was part of it, and you are being ingrained. From there, you generally look in Sainik School. It is a feeder for National Defense Academy. So went into the National Defense Academy at about 16 years of age. That is the time where you actually get to know what tri-services is and how the training goes on over there. After that, we came back from there to our specialized training to Indian Military Academy. Now, Indian Military Academy, I was